Fromania Bricks, and welcome to the jolliest, happiest Lego room this side of the internet webs. Welcome to the world's fanciest Lego recording studio in this house on the second floor.
In this room.
And welcome to the Lego table, where in front of us we have one of my favorite Lego sets. Dare I say, one of the best Lego sets as well. It is right up there with Barracuda Bay. And today, we're at the table to SPUPLR the Lego Ideas Home Alone house. Also, one of the best Lego movies ever.
Yes.
Dude, your hair is a wreck.
Yeah.
Did you not comb your hair before the...
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Put this on. Like, that's a mess.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, we want to present our best. We want to be our best for you. What are you doing? Oh, my word. All right, Caleb, before we jump in and talk about this beaut of a Lego set. Sorry, wrong movie. This wonderful Lego set. I do have a couple of questions for you. Do you know what the best Lego present to receive as a kid is?
I do not, actually. I'm not.
A broken drum. You just can't beat it.
No, you really can't.
Caleb, do you know how a reindeer is like a coin?
I don't, actually.
On one side's the head, on the other side's the tail. Did you know it's getting harder and harder to buy Lego Advent calendars?
I mean, yeah, the prices just keeps going up. Yeah, is there another reason?
Yeah, their days are numbered.
I love that joke.
What did one snowman say to the other?
I'm not sure.
Do you smell carrots? All right, the jokes are not getting better, but what is going to get really good is our review of the Lego Ideas Home Alone house. Caleb, if we're talking Christmas movies, what's the top of your Christmas movie list?
I would say Elf and the remake of Home Alone, the Home Sweet Home Alone.
Home Sweet Home Alone is not bad. Elf is great. We need an Elf Lego set.
Yes!
If you did an Elf Lego set, where would it be set at?
Either the North Pole store.
Okay.
Or their house.
I would do the department store.
Yeah.
Santa! I know him! I would do the department store, and Buddy would come in and be decorating, and you would have Santa sitting on a throne of lies.
Yes.
This is the Lego Home Alone house. This set released in 2021, which means this has been on the shelves a little while now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this one disappears from Lego's portfolio very soon. And then, if it does, and you don't own it, you'll be home alone without it.
Oh, that was actually good. I didn't know where you were going with that.
I didn't even plan that one.
That was really good. That was the best one today.
When this set released, it retailed for $299.99 USD. I don't know about euros or pesos or pounds or any of that stuff. Came with 5 minifigures. You've got Kevin McAllister. You've got Mom McAllister. What was the mom's name? Oh my word. I don't remember the mom's name, and it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Kevin McAllister, Mrs. McAllister. You've got the Wet Bandits, Marv and Harry. And you've got, of course, Old Man Marley. We're going to SPUPLR this bad boy today. That's right. We are busting out for a holly good time the Super Proprietary, Ultra Precise Lego Review System. And we are SPUPLRing the Lego Home Alone house. We're going to look at 5 key areas of this Lego set. There's a potential max 50 points sitting on the table, waiting to see how many of those he can shovel up into the pail and take home with the Home Alone house. We're going to look at the overall design, the minifigures, the build experience, the functions and playability, the value, and we're going to see how this Lego set SPUPLRs. So first up, visual design. I mean, if you've ever seen Home Alone, if you've ever seen the McAllister's house, you literally could not have built a better replica of it. I don't know how you could have built a better looking Home Alone house than this. The Lego Ideas designer, the Lego team together absolutely crushed this design. Outside, it is perfection. It's not just a boring looking house. It is a well-designed house that is a perfect replica of the Home Alone house. All the way down to the little details, like the little statue that the pizza boy knocks over in front of the house. You have mentioned to me that you would like that as a Christmas decoration.
Yes, I think
at our
that'd be
house.
really
I think
cool.
next year we need to find one of those little statues so every pizza boy in our hometown can knock it over. So visually, I mean, it's perfect. I don't say that very often about Lego sets and the visual design. This is perfect. The only thing visually that is missing from the exterior of the house is the garage, right? Because Kevin's dad left the garage open. That's it. That's what we forgot. We forgot to close the garage door.
That was it.
And there's no garage, but the absence of that garage does not impact the overall aesthetic. Not only is the house beautiful, but the OK Plumbing van, this is one of my favorite Lego vehicles that's ever been designed. Like, it's so simple. It's a basic van build, but the colors and the OK Plumbing on it, visually, compliments to the designers. It's a really well-designed set. The beauty's not just on the exterior, though. The inside of this set, which is very problematic to open up. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. The interior of this set is equally as visually stunning. It is filled with details. The set opens up in many different ways, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And you might hear some frustrations with that as well, spoiler alert. But it is a visually stunning set, and I have no other alternative but to give this set a 2. And here's why. Because it's a 10! This set is a perfect 10 on visual design. Caleb, that's my score. Your score matters not in this review.
Okay.
But what would you have scored this set visually?
A 10.
A 10.
I mean, it's that good. I mean,
it
you could
really is.
nitpick about, okay, there's gray there and 10, but that doesn't matter. They did so good on it. And, I mean, it should, 10.
Yeah, I have to give it a 10. I think this might be one of the first 10s I've ever given in any category on a set. Displaying it is a little problematic because you've got this kitchen that snaps on the back and makes it kind of hard to sit on a shelf. But visually, it is perfect.
It's perfect.
It is a perfect 10 for visual design. The second stop on the SPUPLR train is minifigs.
Minifigs.
This set came with 5 minifigs. It came with Marv. It came with Mrs. McAllister, which I now know and remember her name was Kate.
Kate McAllister.
It came with Harry, completing the Wet Bandits duo.
And the Sticky Bandits.
The Sticky Bandits! It came with Old Man Marley, and it came with Kevin McAllister. Now, these are just basic human figs, right? So there's no crazy molds that went into it. But each character from the movie had a particular likeness about them. And Lego did a really good job. With Marv, they captured his facial hair perfectly. I don't remember what he was wearing in the movie, but it was probably something like that. Kate McAllister, I mean, it is what it is. Her face is a little off to me. Harry is really cool because in the movie, of course, Harry has a gold tooth. And in this minifig, they have printed a gold tooth on Harry. Old Man Marley's beard is great. I wish it would have been one of like the one-piece molds with beard and hair as opposed to the separate hair and beard piece. But beggars can't be choosers. And Kevin McAllister, I mean, he just looks like a little boy. They gave him a decent outfit. You don't look at his face if it were an independent fig and go, oh, I bet that's Kevin McAllister. It's just a boy minifig. So there's nothing super crazy about these 5 minifigs. Now, there are some holes within this, but before I get into those, Caleb, what do you think about the figs that came with this set?
I think they're great. I wish they would have captured Kevin's likeness more, because, like, I see what you're saying, how it literally just looks like a standard boy.
That's right.
Yeah, other than that, I think they're really good. I mean, they are just what they are. They didn't need to be amazing. They are just standard figures, like you said. But, I mean, I think they're great. I love them.
Yeah, they're really good. Here's here's kind of where things fall apart for me. We only get 5 figs with a really big house.
I know.
And I know that there's 3 main characters, right? Kevin, Harry, and Marv carry throughout the whole movie. I know that his family disappears. That's why it's called Home Alone. So it's easy to do a set that's just Kevin, Harry, Marv, and Old Man Marley. But because they included Kate McAllister, one of the family members, I feel like we should have gotten the whole McAllister family. I feel like we should have gotten Buzz and Dad, and I think that the whole McAllister family should have been present with the house as well. That's just me. If we're going to get Kate, now maybe this is the climactic end of movie scene, but for a $300 set that is this big of a house, I would have liked to see another character.
Yeah.
Maybe a police officer, if you don't want to do the family, like a police officer checking on him. I just feel like there should have been more figs included.
Feel like it would have been cool if we got an alternate version of Harry as the police officer in their house.
Oh my!
I feel like that would have been really cool.
You are not incorrect.
I feel like the pizza truck with the pizza guy would have been really cool.
You're not wrong.
And
all of these would have been really good ideas.
And then I think that you wouldn't have to do the whole family, but I think just Buzz and the dad.
Alright, so minifigures, we've got good characters. Nothing super crazy about them. When they stand alone, with the exception of a couple, you wouldn't even know who they were. So, I'm not thrilled with them. It's cool to go, yeah, I have Kevin McAllister, but if he's just on display and you don't know the set, you would never look at it like some other figs and be like, that's Kevin McAllister. So, for that reason, I feel like the figs are going to have to land at around a 7 for me.
That's pretty fair.
And 7 is kind of high.
Yeah.
I almost want to say 6, but 6 seems unfair. It seems a little biased, so I think I'm going to give this a 7 with minifigs.
I mean, they did great. It just a couple more would have been great.
A couple more would have been
the
really
price
nice.
tag,
Yeah. Stop number 3. We're pulling into the build experience. Build experience talks about the overall build of this set. Was it a pretty easy build? Were there any challenging parts of it? Were there any unique elements within the build? How did we feel about the instruction layout? Here's the difficulty in this. I built this set over 2 years ago, so I don't fully remember the build experience. What I do remember is this, right? If my little mind were to transport back in time, back to the future, let's get our DeLorean and go back to the future, which would actually be back to the past.
Back to the past.
Let's talk about this. Why is Back to the Future 1 called Back to the Future when he actually goes back to the past? But I guess he does go to the future, so it should be to the past, back to the future, if we really want to be proper about
If they were
this.
in the past, then they would have to go back to the future. I guess that would be back
But
to
they
the
started in the present.
It should be back to the present.
It should be back to the present.
Back to the present.
Back to the present. We're voting for a rename of Back to the Future to Back to the Present. And then Forward to the Future should be the second one.
Yes.
And then Wild West, the third. All right, we're digressing.
Yes.
What I remember about building this set is that I loved building it. What I remember is that I had so much fun because this set is so filled with so many different details within it. Now, I know exterior, it's just a box. Again, we talked about this with the Simpsons house. But as it's coming alive and as you're building from the bottom up, there's hardly a time that you're not building an Easter egg or some little component of this that makes you think about the movie. And you're watching an unbelievably iconic house come to life in front of you. So it was a really fun build for me. It was filled with little details and stickers and prints and all kinds of stuff that all work together to create a beautiful set.
I think that it's great. It looks like a lot of the Simpsons house. Like, the build experience would be a lot like the Simpsons house. I think it would be super fun to build the inside of. Again, I didn't build it. But yeah, it
was neat. And there are some little functions that we're going to talk about within this too that actually come alive within it. So, I mean, honestly, while there were no just wild techniques that I'd never seen, there were also no problems with it. And I don't remember ever hitting a point that I'm just bored with it. It was never a boring build. So I'm going to give it a 9.
Ooh, that's a good score.
Does that seem okay?
Yeah, I feel like that's great.
Yeah, I mean, there's good variety in it. Nothing was huge and overwhelming. We're landing on a 9.
Yeah, and I have no idea because I didn't build it, but it looks like it'd be a great build.
2 more stops. Next up is playability and functions. This set is packed with movie details. Literally from top to bottom, everywhere you look in this set is another detail. And here's what's really neat, is that you get a lot of access within this house as well. At the very top, you've got this little flip-up panel that opens up the attic where Kevin had to sleep, where Fuller was going to come and wet the bed, but Kevin got to sleep alone. And in there, there's so many little details. You've got a can of Pepsi and battle plans and a gumball machine, and it's just really detailed. Every floor opens up, right? Every floor will swing open. This is my problem. This is where things go sideways. This house is designed to swing open. All of these panels are designed to swing open. But the problem is, when you go to swing the panels open, they don't always swing. And the shutters just pop off, right? Now, the set does come apart.
Yeah,
you can pull the roof off and then push it open. But I like that it's designed to swing open so that you can look at it without taking it apart. So to me, that the clips are as tight as they are, right? Where you can't just pull this open without just pulling off every bit is a little frustrating. But I get the alternative. The alternative would be that the doors don't clip at all and they're flinging around. So there's a weird balance. I just wish that there would have been a fixed protrusion, like a little handle or something, that you could pull these open and break the tension that's holding them closed. Now on each floor, it is filled with details. On the first floor, you have a train that spins, like when Kevin sets up Michael Jordan spinning around. And it also spins the head in another room. You've got a sled that you can push down the stairs out the front door. You've got a table with macaroni and cheese in it. On the second floor, you have Buzz's room, and the shelves actually fall in Buzz's room. There's a little pin you pull, and his shelf tips down. You have Kate McAllister's bedroom and her husband, whose name I also do not remember. You've got different photos throughout. Again, we talked about the attic. And then on the back of the house, you have another side build that comes off. And in the side build, you have a basement. In the basement, you've got the furnace that will light up. You've got the washer and dryer. And then you've also got the kitchen that has the pizza in it. It has the little mobster video playing. You've got the laundry chute that does go straight down to the laundry room. There's a hole in the bottom of it. So it is literally packed with playability and function. There are so many little things that this does. You've got Little Nero's Pizza Box, where it has the sticker of Little Nero's Pizza, and it's an open pizza box. Like, it is filled with so much stuff that you could literally act out the movie with your minifigs. So aside from my frustration with the doors, and I honestly have to be kind of generous about it, because again, the alternative would be that the doors didn't stick. Aside from that, it is so playable. It actually has functions in it. I can't give it a perfect 10 because of the doors when the roof is on it. Like, that's where I'm stuck. How do you feel about this?
See, I'm almost wondering that if it wasn't designed to swing out with the roof on. Like, I mean, I don't know, because I guess there would be no point for them to swing open if the roof was off.
Yeah, I feel like with the roof on it, you would want these to be easier. And they don't all stick. Only some of them stick. But, man, look at this. When you display it all opened up. Oh, in this, you've got the tree house that attaches to the back of the house with the zip line that goes to Kevin's little fort, right? You know the scene in the movie where he zip lines out? This set has it all. Like, the designers missed no details inside of this set. And it has got so much packed into it. So, I'm teetering between a 9 and a 10. 9.5?
I feel like that's fair.
9.5. Playability and function, we're going to land at a 9.5 for the Home Alone house. All right, last stop on the SPUPLR train is value. Value is not just price per piece, but value goes beyond that. Do you feel good about the price you paid per piece? I have bought cheap Lego sets that had a really low price per piece, and I open it up and I'm like, whatever. And I have overpaid for Lego sets that have made me so happy. So when we talk about value on this set, again, it retailed for $300. Sorry, $299.99.
Close enough.
It's 3,955 pieces for those $300. So this is a chungus of a build.
Yeah, it is.
Like, this is a really big build. $300 seems like a lot, right? It's an IP, I get that. It seems like a lot of money, but I never once have regretted buying it. I've never once gone, man, that $300 could have bought me a better Lego set. This is a Lego set that from the moment it came into the house, I have been excited and happy about it, and I love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
As much as you can love an inanimate object,
Yeah.
I love it. I really, really like this set. I feel like the value that you are getting a perfect replica of one of the most iconic Christmas movies ever.
Yeah.
You are getting character minifigs of them. You are getting the OK Plumbing van. You're getting the side build. You're getting stickers and prints and playability. From a display perspective, there is no better Christmas display set than this. Prove me wrong. No, really. Prove me wrong.
Do it.
Do it. Do
Why
it. The algorithm likes comments, so
Please.
prove me wrong.
Please,
no
please
better Christmas set out there. Yeah, it was $300, and it was $300 well spent. I have zero problem with the price that this was at. Now, that said, I always feel like they are little plastic polymer bricks, and they do not cost as much to manufacture as they should be. So I don't know that I can ever give a perfect 10 in value. Does that jeopardize the SPUPLR system?
Was it worth the money through and through?
Yes.
Then it's a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10?
I would give
Do we go there? We give 2 10s in one video to the same set?
I mean, I gave my Battle Bus probably three 10s.
I don't know if I can give it a 10. $300 is really high. You know what?
4,000 pieces.
Let's figure out the price per part, and that's going to be the determinant here.
It's going to be about
The
8
price per
cents.
part is going to be our determinant. So $299.99 divided by 3,000. How many pieces did I say?
955.
3,955. It's 7 cents apart.
That's so good.
Is that good?
That's great.
Is that good?
That's good.
Internet webs, is 7 cents a part good?
It's good.
I'm conflicted here. What's a good price per part for a Lego set?
10 cents is average.
All right, I consulted with ChatGPT, and they say that around 10 cents is a good price per part. So 7 cents on a set this size, it has to be a 10, guys.
Yes!
It has to be a 10. The Home Alone house scored another 10. Woo! Wow!
Woo!
Wow!
Woo!
Wow!
Woo!
All right, Caleb, I mean, with that 10, the scores are in. We know where this set scored, and take a guess.
45 from my calculations? I think I might be wrong. I'm going to say spot on. I think that I might be right. I don't remember, though.
45.5.
Oh, I forgot! Oh, I
This
was so
set
close.
scored 45.5 on the SPUPLR. The Super Proprietary, ultra-precise LEGO Review System has scored the LEGO Home Alone house a whopping 45.5 points out of a possible 50. She ain't perfect, but man, is it close. That means run. Do not walk to your LEGO store. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Actually, you guys should collect the $200. That's gonna help a lot.
It'll
with
offset the
price of
cost.
this.
Do stop at go and collect
Stop
your
it, go collect
$200.
the $200. Don't stop. Just go right past it, but you'll still get your money.
Yeah, you should add this to your collection.
You
If this
should,
is not
yeah.
in your collection, before it goes out of print, before it retires, pick up the Home Alone house, guys. You will not be disappointed.
And I mean, it would be good even, I mean, you could just pretend the roof is white and change the stairs. You can make it just a standard house in your city.
Yeah, that's right.
It does not even need to be Christmas.
That's right.
Like, it doesn't even need to be off the movie. It's just, you have to get it. You have to get it.
It's so good. So good. The other thing you won't be disappointed in is going out there this Christmas season and spreading joy and being light. This is our favorite time of the year.
Yes.
Not just because of Santa Claus and presents and Christmas music and Lego sets, but because it's the time that we get to celebrate Christ.
Woohoo!
Our Savior, stepping foot on planet Earth to reconcile us to God. What a magical, amazing time of year. What hope, what joy, what peace He brings in our life. If you're curious about what we know and believe about it, let us know. We'll send you an email back. We'll talk sometime. We've experienced something amazing in our faith, and we hope that that translates and you get to experience that too. But you know what? Either way, go out there this Christmas season. Go out there and give more. Find someone to bless with something randomly. Go out there and do more. Find somewhere to volunteer. The Salvation Army, Christmas tree, feeding program. Go out there and share more. Whatever you've got, let others experience it and use it. And go out there and
love more.
Love more. Share your love with other humans. Whatever you do, remember to always show your smile. Because those smiles, they truly are contagious. 45.5!
That was so cool!
Give more, do more, share more, and love.